Hey guys, how are you? How's it going? Happy Thursday night. What's going on, everyone? Let me check and make sure you guys can hear me. Can I get a one in the chat or a thumbs up in the chat, or go ahead and like this live in the chat. If you're like, oh shit, Love Lies and Lacefronts just went live at night. It's actually dark outside. Girl, what's going on? Can I get some thumbs up for this chat tonight? Cause y'all, I had to cause I want to stay on track tomorrow. So I said, you know what, let's talk about this because there's like ample fuck shit to talk about. So let's go ahead and do like a members, because I owed you members um some attention. Definitely wanted to come and make sure that we got a chance to chitty chat. Um as a bougie gang collective, and talk about what the hell is going on over there with Bentley. Okay. Um, do you remember that day? Did I call Chris Bentley or Benson? Remember the day that he was cleaning up the house and shining up the dining room table with those plastic gloves on? I was like, wait a second. I did I call him Bentley or Benson? All I know is that when I saw the dog's name was Bentley, I was like, "You got to be kidding me. That's the name for the dog?" I mean, it can't be because you guys are going to like actually get a Bentley, right? I mean, what is what's the nexus um of that name? I need to know how they came up with that name. I guess that's going to be a story time. I guess we're going to be looking forward to lots of content revolving around the beautiful Yorkie named Bentley. If this is a spoiler alert for you guys, I'm sorry. But Jasmine wanted a baby, so her zaddy got her a puppy, and his name is Bentley, guys. His name's Bentley. Um, I wanted to touch on really quickly. That poor dog has been adopted into a world of failure and torture. That's what the streets are saying, Jasmine. I didn't say that. The streets are talking. So if you're watching this video, girl, it's the streets, okay? Um, yes, once upon a twin mom life. How are you? Guys, how's it going? Latoy first in the chat. Lanice TV, Ray of Sunshine, Miss Chin. Hi, Carol's Coaching Corner. Guys, everyone who sent me a super chat, a super sticker, well wishes, commented, a positive thought. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the love and positivity you guys extended to me and my family over the celebration of my anniversary. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much to everyone who sent us positivity. And I appreciate it. However it came, I want to thank all of you. Thank you for watching my anniversary vlog. So any of you who watched it, thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. And you guys showed us a lot of love. So I just want to make sure to say thank you to everyone listening, that was much appreciated. If you guys could go ahead, if you came in, if you are watching this live, yes, we are live at this moment. This is a live. This is not a video. This is not a premiere. This is most definitely a live. Go ahead and like this live, please. I am coming directly to you to discuss the fuck shit on the YouTube streets as it relates to my jazzy life. So if you're into that, go ahead, hit the like button, and we can continue to move on, because there's over 100 people and I only have 36 likes. So that just tells me you guys just, maybe some of you guys are getting your Pepsis or your snacks, and that's cool. But make sure to hit that like button so that we can go ahead and get this show on the road. Lady B. Ashley, how are you? Gwen, Tamra, how are you? JJ, how's it going? Let's see. I don't see Cheryl Waz. Let's see. Miss Alexis, how are you doing? Miss Chin, what's going on? Ray of Sunshine. Um, am I forgetting over anybody? Did I miss anyone? I know there's a lot of people here. Miss me with the bullshit. How are you doing? Annie, are you okay? V Love BBW. Ebony Kemp, what's going on? It's me. Excuse me. It's Mrs. Simmons. How are you? Um, if I ruled the world, imagine that. How are you? How's it going? Let's see. It's like you go eyes blind sometimes, at least I do. So sometimes I like glaze over. Sammy J, what's going on? Um, if I missed anybody, put your hand up. Let me know. Brown Sugar, how are you? Sofa Time, what's going on? How are you? You are right on time. Um, Sofa time tomorrow. If we do one of those manifest that kits, I feel that's like what I really want to give as a giveaway. I want to do one of those manifestation kits. If you're not familiar with it, they are on Kel's website, and I want to send one to one of you out here so that you can manifest what you want in 2021. Okay. So I we'll figure out how to do it. We'll either have you go to her website and just order it and I'll prepay for it, or Kels, you tell me what's the best way to handle it. But I want to do in supporting Black female owned businesses and or just female owned businesses, period. But one of my YouTube sisters out here on these streets, I want to support her business, and we will be paying and pay full. I will be paying her whatever her price is for one of these manifestation kits. So tomorrow, I'm going to think of whatever the giveaway will be, and then we'll talk about it at the beginning. And at some point, we will do a giveaway to someone in the chat, and we will get that ordered for you. So, and I'll work it out with Kels on how we'll do that. But probably I'll just need your name and your address, and then we'll get it shipped to you. Okay. Um, okay, and we'll take care of that. So yes, giveaway tomorrow for a lucky person who will attend the live. Let's see who else joined. Anna's Antics, how are you? How's it going? Okay, guys, really quick. As a dog owner, as a dog owner, as a dog mama who has had her baby since mommy was somewhere like about 3 months when I adopted her from, she was a pound puppy. She was a pound. Her, I guess, owners or wherever she was found, I don't know, they dropped her off, her and her litter, and there was a bunch of them. Actually, I went for the boy dog, but the boy had already been adopted. Mommy was the last one. And when they said she was the last one that was left, there was someone right behind me who wanted to adopt her. And they said, well, this lady is going to have her. And if if she adopts her, then that dog's no longer available, basically, right? So anyway, I'm saying that to say this. 14 years later, you guys know all about mommy, right? I am a legit dog mom. Okay, we don't get dogs and give them away. Over here, we don't let dogs pee pee in the living room and all of those things like that. We take dogs outside and train them properly so that we can all cohabitate together and all be happy. Uh, Jasmine, I saw some glaring mistakes on having a new dog and how to get them trained properly so that you won't be frustrated AF and consider taking that dog back wherever you got that dog from, where I'm sure Chris probably paid a pretty penny for that dog that is going to be very expensive. And I'm thinking to myself, WTF, okay? But let's go. Really quick, Jasmine wanted to make sure that we knew before we even talk about Bentley. If I missed anyone, y'all, members, mods, I love you guys. Thank you so much. All of my subscribers out there. If you decide you want to make it official, go ahead and come on into the chat. The door is open, so come through. Otherwise, we will have open chat tomorrow. Hello, D. Harold. How are you? And that's it. So yeah, well, subscribers, anyone in the bushes, how you doing? The doors are open. You are welcome to make it official at any moment, or just chill where you're at, and we will see you in the chat tomorrow. Okay. Daniela Alexander, how are you? No, you are not late, lady. You are right on time. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. And if you are here and have not yet hit the like or dislike, girl, go ahead, get your vote on. Let me know what's good. And we're gonna continue. But okay, so Jazz wanted to make sure that we knew that she called her trip to SeaWorld a vacation. And maybe it was a vacation, right? But vacations to me are typically when you go somewhere and you take a suitcase, right? Now a daycation or a staycation, maybe what she meant. I don't know, but she said vacation. Um, they went to SeaWorld. They didn't stay very long. They got there late. They had to do all the lines. You know, in one instance, my heart went out for Jasmine because she said she kind of really has never even been anywhere. I was like, girl, if they take you to like Florida, if you ended up down there in Miami, in Miami Beach, where it's all hell is breaking loose right now, she would probably lose her mind. If she went somewhere like Cabo, do you imagine? Jasmine would probably not even know what to do with herself. Do you guys imagine Jasmine on like a for real vacation? I'm worried about the puppy's life. Yeah, you know, this is what I said. Jasmine, you know, guys, I'm not wishing this on anyone, and I'm certainly not blowing a dog whistle, okay? I'm not blowing one of those silent whistles like, hey guys, read between the lines and do what I'm saying not to do. What I'm saying is this: in a world, in a YouTube environment where Jasmine deals with plenty, a lot of it self-inflicted. She opens up the doors for this mess. She sat there and showed these people's home. Okay. Now you have been looking for dogs. You told us in the jazzed up Chris and whatever extra jazz and Chris video that you think that he brought you to the breeder that that you were actually even looking at. So you're dropping crumbs and Easter eggs all over the place. So you're telling people that somewhere there's some advertisements for some black and gold Yorkies, right? And girl, I hope these good people don't start getting phone calls and emails about your ass, because you need to really learn how to keep your mouth shut and to not show people everything. Everything is not content. And if you don't like having people get all up in your shit, stop giving them shit to get into your shit with and for. Okay? That's all I'm saying, Jasmine. You can't keep claiming innocent. Thank you, J Day. Thank you for making it official, girl. Come on through. Come on through. Guys, we all know J Day, but welcome J Day into Bougie family, and thank you for making it official. You can't keep complaining about something that you are in full responsibility for. Nobody told you to show those people's house. Nobody told you to give so much information about your search. And I just think that you are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, that you are a certified dingbat for doing stuff like that, because I'm telling you, you shouldn't have done that. But whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to be sitting here when you're cussing everybody out, and I'm going to be thinking to myself, girl, I don't even know why you did something so stupid. I partially think you did it on purpose. You had to have. because you're basically telling people where you got the dog from, and you know people are going to call and they're going to send them emails and tell people all about you and send them the latest version of my shabby life video, and make these people call you and send you your money back and come get that puppy. Okay, all right. um silly. You think you I just, girl, you silly. Okay, anyway. Jasmine, I was watching the video, and she started up, and I'm going to open the phones in a minute, guys, if you guys want to call in. And guys, just so you know, we are broadcasting on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you are not a member here on YouTube, but you want to get a question in, you can go over to Facebook, follow me over there, or follow me on Twitch. And if you have a question, go ahead and put it through on one of those other sites, and I will do my best to get to it. So I've got the chat open, and I can see all three platforms. So you go right on ahead and head on over to Love Lies Lacefronts on Facebook or on Twitch. Okay, if you must, if you want to get a question through, come through with the come through. I didn't know you were on Twitch. Yes, lady, I am. Yes. Let's see. Ebony Kemp, she is blowing her stimulus check. Let me tell you something. Okay, let me go through this whole thing, because girl, you guys know I got a very detailed list. Whatever we don't cover tonight, we'll talk tomorrow. Y'all, she was cleaning up all the kids' clothes. She said the clothes were just mounting up. Okay. Do you guys like this visual here? Because you know we could be nosy AF, and it feels like looking out windows, and I just felt like this was so appropriate. She was cleaning up the kids' clothes, and she said the house finally smells better. And I quote, okay, that was a quote. The house finally smells better. She washed the kids' sheets and all of their clothes, which told me, girl, does it smell like pee in there? Because if it smells like pee now, girl, you got a dog. Let me tell you something. You getting ready to smell some pee you've never smelled before. Now, if Bentley is a boy, which I'm assuming Bentley is, before Bentley is mature enough to get fixed, let's just say in about the next 3 to 4 months, yeah, that pee is going to be smelling something awful. And to the point of whomever said she's spending up her stimulus check, yeah, aren't you going to have to give a pet deposit? Because, yeah, you've got a whole nother head count in that house now. Another thing to be shucking and jiving the leasing office about, because, yeah, you got a whole Yorkie boo-boo. And even though you got a little baby dog, yet you still got to pay a pet deposit, I'm sure, right? And that's if pets are allowed. The funny thing to me, which a lot of men do, and I know that there's some psychology behind this, is that you wanted a baby so bad. You want to get wifed up so bad, but your man bought you a puppy. Okay? You already got 4 kids. You don't need a puppy. You're not a starter kit mom. You're not a starter kit. I mean, girl, I don't know why he gave you something else to take care of. But girl, let me tell you, all that getting up at 12 o'clock and not feeding kids until 11, 12 o'clock, yeah, that puppy is going to want their food at 6. And if you're going to be a lazy dog mom and teach your dog how to pee on wee wee pads and not take your dog out and yip and yap and be a nuisance, if I were you, you better let that garage door up and let the kids get used to putting one of those little petite leashes and walk the baby across the parking lot over into the little green area and teach the doggy how to pee outside, because you will have a better mannered dog. Toy dogs are notorious for being a pain in the ass, which is why I never was interested in one. I love toy dogs, but toy dogs are a pain in the ass, and any dog can be a pain in the ass. But most dogs that are a pleasure are dogs that are well trained, just like children, right? You've got to train them. You've got to talk to them. You've got to love on them. You've got to communicate with them, and you've got to set boundaries, because if you don't, you're going to have a problem on your hands. And puppies, yeah, they keep you up all night just like a baby does. So Jasmine, congratulations. You just got yourself more work. and you can thank Chris for that. Your pockets will be leaner. For someone who struggles with feeding your family, you are over here buying a designer dog. Your man buys you a designer dog who doesn't even have a car, and you are over there spending hundreds of dollars at PetSmart. Um, I was just thinking to myself, this woman is absolutely ill-informed. Um, Food is expensive. The grooming for a Yorkie, hopefully you're going to train yourself on how to groom your Yorkie. Yorkies need professional haircuts, okay? Yorkies need their hair not in their eyes. They're notorious for having eye problems. You have got to keep their hair cut a certain way, right? Um, Yes, Lady B Ashley has a Chihuahua, okay? Yorkies are not easy to train because they are spoiled AF, and that's like probably their little generational curse. You know what I mean? They're as cute as all get out, but those dogs are notoriously never trained because people treat them like babies. So you've got generation after generation of dogs that don't know what the fuck to do because no one has ever bothered to train them, okay? Teely, what's good, lady? How are you? Thank you for coming. We just got started. So, food is expensive, grooming is expensive, the vet is expensive. Okay, you have to keep up on shots, and it's a puppy, so anything can happen. When I bought mommy home, a couple weeks after I bought her home, she had something called kennel cough, which was like an upper respiratory infection, basically, and those antibiotics were not cheap. Okay. But I have the membership through Banfield, at PetSmart, and I pay like somewhere around $400 a year, and that covers unlimited vet visits and her shots throughout the year and her licensing and anything else I pay for. So any medications, if there's any treatments throughout the year, then I'll pay for those. But I kind of just pay like a flat $500, and I've kind of prepaid. And that's why sometimes you see me going to the vet all the time because it's paid for. And so, you know what I'm saying? So I've spent lots of money. There have been years I've spent thousands of dollars just going to the vet because mommy has skin problems. So hopefully she is blessed with a healthy dog. But if you're blessed with a dog that has medical challenges, girl, your pocket's going to be thin. You're going to have to train this dog, Jasmine. You're going to have to get up, take the dog out, feed the dog, play with the dog, talk to the dog. The dog did that bell that you were like, oh, what's this? Did you guys see on Extra Jazz and Chris when she looked in the goodie bag from the lady and there was a training bell in there where you train the dog to come over and hit the bell for like a treat or a food? Jasmine was like, oh, maybe it's a bell for me to let them know that the food is ready. I was thinking to myself, help her, Lord, help her. Hi, Tawana. How are you? How's it going? Um, I was like, my God, help this lady. Um, as I was saying, as someone who is challenged with buying your food for your house, my God, okay. Like when he was saying the lady wanted to give him 10K. I just don't understand. She said, so pet insurance, yeah, so the one through Banfield or PetSmart at the vets that are in PetSmart called Banfield, it's not really insurance, but I know what you're talking about. There are some pet insurances that like private, like non-chain vet offices take, and then there's also something called a care card. What is it called? I forget, but it's a credit card that you can use at veterinary offices. So if that's something also, but thank God I invested in the Banfield membership, and that's what I do. So because mommy is expensive. So yes, the dog's name is Bentley, and now we see why Jasmine missed her doctor's appointment at the diet doctor because Jasmine was spending the most on that dog. Now we don't know when the dog came. Care credit, yes. Miss me with the bullshit, yes. So yeah, it's a line of credit. It's like a credit card basically, and you can use any credit card, obviously, at the vet. If I'm live, people are calling. Um, and you can use it vets, dentists, stuff like that. But obviously, you can use a major credit card. But yeah, I don't know what Jasmine's going to do, honestly. But not my problem. If she listens to this, maybe this will help her. But as far as at this moment, yeah, girl, good luck because you just took yourself on an undertaking. I would not get a puppy right now for nothing. I wouldn't even care. Puppies are a lot of work. Anyone that's a member to Jazz's channel is crazy. I would never. She's blowing her stimmy on in the most reckless ways. When she's broke next month, she'll be begging again. Girl, you already know it. Um, so yeah, that's why she missed her doctor's appointment. So that's what I came up with is why she missed her doctor's appointment. Hey, what's going on, lady? Um, Anyone coming in, anyone in the bushes, all of my subscribers that are watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is a special episode. What did I call this live? Baby versus Bentley. I think it's hilarious, positively blessed. Do you not think it's hilarious that Jasmine wanted a baby? Jasmine wanted to get wifed up and Chris bought her he bought her a puppy named Bentley. Okay. My goodness. Aiden wanted to grab Bentley by his neck. Okay. And she said, no, 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 be gentle, be gentle. I don't agree with having puppies with kids that little. Now, mommy was probably, I don't even remember. Maybe she was 3 or 4 ish. I don't know. Whenever we bought Farah home, Farah will be 10. Mommy just turned 4. So maybe, yeah, mommy was about 4 ish, maybe 4.5, right? Farah grew up with mommy. Mommy smelled Farah when she walked in the door before we even came home with Farah. One of her receiving blankets, Raheem brought to the house so he could get used to the smell because I had a C-section. So I was in the hospital for several days. And mommy had a all-out anxiety attack when we brought mommy home. She was like, oh, hell no. Mommy threw up. Mommy cried for a long time. It was really funny. Mommy was not having it when Farah first came home, but mommy loves Farah and mommy became kind of my assistant because Farah could cry or wake up. And if I were in the kitchen and mom and Farah were in her crib or her little bassinet, mommy would come and basically let me know that Farah woke up. But every dog is not going to do that. Only dogs that are well trained, that you spend time with, that know how to communicate with you, and that you understand their communication and cues will do that. And where you understand and you kind of have a language with your dog. And any of you dog moms out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Jessica, is it Schubert? Thank you for making it official. Thank you so much. I am so glad that you have joined the chat this evening. Everyone say hi to Jessica. Jessica, thank you for coming through. Yes, come through. So yeah, Aiden was going for Bentley's neck and Ava was not interested. Okay. Ava was like, what? um, One of the first mistakes I saw was, okay, they had the crate put up and they put the bed and the food. They tried to put everything in the crate. First of all, if the crate is going to be for sleeping, the crate needs to be for sleeping. The food doesn't need to be in there. You can't put the food up to protect it from Ava and Aiden. And I know you've got 2-year-olds and 2-year-olds. It's not Jasmine's 2-year-olds. It's just 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds are going to come and play with the bowls. But what you need to do with having a brand new puppy, don't get your puppy used to food all the time. Leave the water down and have your 3 or 4 feedings for your dog. Train your dog. If you don't want your dog to be coming around smelling food all the time, then you need to put food down when you're ready for your dog to eat, like most people who've got sense who have a dog. Um, This is going to be a shit show, and I'm here for it. But if I see her mistreating that dog, I'm going to lose my mind. I know you guys are probably like, but what about the kids? There's so many people worried about the kids. I don't need to be. That job has already been filled. I'm a dog lover out here, and girl, you better not mistreat that damn dog. You know what I'm saying? You better go to PetSmart and enroll in those classes and find out how to be a pet mom, because putting the bed and water and food is a recipe. The dog's going to start peeing in the cage. And then you're going to be mad because the dog peed on the overpriced pet bed that you bought from PetSmart, which you should have just gone to Walmart or Sam's and bought your supplies. But you were trying to be cute, getting all that stuff over there at PetSmart, and you spent a whole lot of money. So let's see, V-Love. Yes, me too. Just need some snacks. No, ma'am, they will drag her. Oh, you already know they will drag her. Okay. Yes, people don't play about these dogs. And she's leaving too much space for the dog. The food and the water need to be in the kitchen. You already have roaches. You do not need to have the food and the water by the door. It needs to be in the kitchen, and you take up the food bowl when the dog is not eating. Get the dog trained. Jasmine, Mom Dukes, I know you're watching. Get the dog trained at an appropriate time. Mom Dukes is in that house by herself. She can leave her food out all the time. If you want to get your dog used to having food available all the time, that is a strategy. My dog is used to having food there, but my dog is a real dog. So my dog eats all of her food when it's down, so she can come back to her bowl as much as she wants. It's gone. And then she gets another serving. She eats at 6 and 6. Okay. So she knows around the time daddy comes home is that she's going to get some more food in that bowl. But I guarantee you right now that bowl is empty. And if there is food in there, she'll go back and eat it somewhere in the middle of the night, because when I get up in the morning, the food's going to be gone. But that being said, sometimes my dog slow drags eating. And if you don't want to have food sitting around because your toddlers or your small kids are going to be playing with the food, then you need to develop the strategy of designated eating times. And because you have a puppy, I would be doing that about every maybe 4 to 6 hours. Put the food down little bits at a time and let the doggy eat. And then whenever they're finished, put a piece of foil or whatever, however you want to preserve that. If there's a plastic cover, whatever. Okay. Jasmine, this is no joke here. Okay. This is really not a joke, but whatever. That's the problems that I see. Number one is that you've got the pad and you've got the water and the bowl. And then they're going to be mad when the dog knocks the bowl over and gets the bed wet. Okay. A puppy should not be by the door by himself. That was probably an expensive dog, I'm assuming. Hey, Erica, how are you? I would have the dog in your bedroom. Go get a runner from Lowe's. Go get a plastic runner and make that thing about 6 feet long and put the crate on top of the runner, and give the dog a little bit of space on that plastic. Put if you want to have water in the room or whatever, because you guys keep that door shut, you're gonna have to do something else, because it's not gonna work. Hi Trini, how are you? Yes, how's it going? It's a recipe for disaster. What'd you say, Carol? No, they just want the cute little dog, and when the dog starts to get on their nerves, they are going to be trying to find someone like Chrissy, who gets rid of dogs like every three months. I don't give a fuck. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining the chat. How are you? Thank you for making it official this evening. Yes. Look, any of our new members, you want to chime in on what is going on? Are you dog lovers? Are you dog moms? Tell me, do we have anyone, maybe put a 1 up if you are a dog mom, cat mom, pet mom, specifically dog mom, maybe 1 for dog, 2 for other pet. And, I mean, you could do a 3 for nothing, but I mean, I would just say a 1 or a 2. If you've got a pet, let us know in the chat. We've got some dog owners here. Yes. I mean, this is not a joke, right? Guys, I mean, I'm going to stand up as a mommy of a 14-year-old from weeks old, I'm going and taking my position on my pedestal, because I'm sorry, having a dog for 14 years, that is no small feat, okay? That's it's a dedication that you make to your pet, just like you make to being a mommy, you know? Oh, Carol, you've got a dog and another pet. Yes. Um, and Gwen, you're designating, I guess that's no pet, right? She paid $2,500 for the dog according to her members only video. Y'all, the fuck shit. Okay, that's the fuck shit right there, y'all. Okay. Thank you. IDGAF contributing out the gate. Thank you so much for dropping that TT, guys. If you did not know, now you know. $2,500. Girl, you could have got you a Gucci Marmont. You could have gotten maybe about 3 pairs of very good shoes. Okay, very good. Okay, and you could have bought lots of shitty shoes and many outfits. Okay, girl, you could have got you a real Louis Vuitton backpack instead of the one that you're carrying. Okay, and had enough maybe for maybe a little wallet or change purse. Okay, girl, you could have done a lot with that money, and you could have gone right to the kennel, the pound, and got you a non-design. You may have even looked up and got a designer dog, because they have designer dogs at the pound, sometimes, because dingbats like you drop them off because they can't take care of them. And you could have got one possibly for free, or the fees, right? Y'all, a mess, a mess, a mess, a mess. So yeah, recipes for disaster right out the gate. I just noticed. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a mess. Miss me with the bullshit. Yeah, we're still holding out hope for the deep freezer, but yeah, girl, this is a mess. IDGAF, she showed the dog on the members only video. She was debating on getting it. She bought it. She bought it, not Chris, in my opinion. That wouldn't surprise me, because she is on a campaign to make Chris out to be that dude. Okay. She wants Chris. She's trying to change the optics of Chris, and nobody's here for it. Anna, what do you say? Um, yes, I'm live. I'm absolutely live and direct, Anna. Here I am. This is not a recording. This is not a premiere. We are really talking here. Um, Anna, we missed you in the chat. We hadn't seen you. Mommy Vibes, we miss you too. I saw you out here on the YouTube streets. I could not find your email address, Mommy Vibes. And I saw you yesterday in a chat, and I wanted to come through and say hi, but I didn't want to, I don't like to disrupt other people's chats. So Mommy Vibes, if you're out there, if you're listening, if anyone out there has seen Mommy Vibes, girl, tell her that we miss her. Girl, come on through. We miss you. So, but I'm still working on trying to find her. If anyone out there knows her IG, send it to me so I can DM her on IG. But I know we've emailed before, but I can't seem to get my hands on her email. I was doing a search, and I just, maybe it was under her real name or something. I'm not sure. So I'm going to spend a little more time trying to see, because I know she's emailed me. So whatever. Anyway, Mommy Vibes, girl, come out the bushes, and we miss you. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, it's going to be a problem. But one thing I do suggest, take the dog down through the garage, teach the dog how to handle those steps. Don't carry the dog everywhere. The dog is not a baby. The dog is a puppy. Okay. It's a baby dog. It's not a baby. Okay. Treat it accordingly. It's a dog, but you can treat it lovingly, of course. But if you treat that dog like a baby, one of them toy dogs, you're going to have a problem on your hands. Okay. So I went on over to Extra Jazz and Chris, because she said that there was more. So I went to go look. Let me see. She mentioned she did not get a house they were trying to get. She said her rental history is too bad. So too bad, so sad. Okay, girl. IDGAF is coming out the gate with the TT. Thank you, guys. This is what I'm talking, like crowdsourcing some of this good information here. let's see what is going on. JJ, Chris only buys things for Jazz that she gets money. Okay. Um, Love Noel, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, you are witnessing a members only chat right now. Bad rental history. Yeah. Girl, thanks Jasmine for girl, you just let all your tea out, okay? You know what, guys? I stand by this. Everything is not content. Let me tell you, I thanked everyone earlier for coming to watch my anniversary video. That video is like maybe 45 minutes long. I put like 3 really good minutes in there with some of my favorite parts, because that video in its entirety probably will never be seen on any of my YouTube channels, because we paid money for our wedding. um and also it's meaningful to me, and I don't want anyone chopping it up and making chop liver out of it, chop suey, whatever. So I gave a few minutes, and that's that. Everything is not content. The sum and total of all of your business should not be content, but Jasmine still has yet to realize this fact. She still continues to put her ass on Front Street. She told the landlord she'd pay 3 months extra just to get the place. Shaking my head. Oh, so she's living La Vida Loca over there. So 3 months extra just to get the place. Yeah. Sometimes in life we have to confront the seeds that we've sown. Sometimes we sow good seeds and sometimes we sow bad seeds, okay? Right? Every seed is not a good seed. Some seeds are not good. So if you have bad rental history, not being a good steward of your money, which that's debatable at this moment, and paying your rent late, has you in a situation where you are practically having to bribe a potential landlord to have mercy on your rental history, and to encourage them to make you want to rent, and they probably just don't feel like being bothered. Now, the fact that you've been where you're at for over a year, that none of that recent history has negated any of that negative history, tells me that, girl, that rental history of yours must be shit, basically. 3 months ahead in rent. Damn, and she got a bad history. She's going to spend her money up trying to please Chris. Wow. Yeah, and the fact that she could put up 3 months and the landlord was like, "Yeah, we're good. We want to rent, but we're not desperate." Because you're not getting ready to live here and start paying late and then live rent free because you think you're going to squat when you decide that you don't want to live here anymore. And basically, you prepaid, but now I'm basically eating the 3 months because now something has happened. So it's a sign. Unless you can prepay for a whole entire year or 6 months, like maybe what they would do in New York. But girl, they're not entertaining that, because you got a whole Apple and Dell campus and all kinds of tech companies where people make guap in Austin, or they work and have those good government civil jobs because you live in the capital. And they're like, you know what, someone will be along soon. Like you're one of like 7 appointments we have today. So yeah, they're probably like, yeah, we're good. Plus you've got 4 kids, and they may not want to have to use magic eraser to get all of the pen and crayons. And you probably, last thing, also came in telling everybody that you are a uh, influencer, that you are on social media, and they quickly Googled Jasmine Dukes and were like, "Girl, you could pay 2 years in advance, and we are so good right now. Let's go ahead and finish up this tour and keep it moving." So I went to Extra Jazz and Chris's channel, and Chris opened up the vlog saying he's going to surprise Jasmine with a dog. He says that Jasmine doesn't like surprises. I bet you what Jasmine doesn't like is you telling her that you're going to surprise her and you coming through with nothing. Like Valentine's Day. Um, she's so mad at you, you said. I was like, ooh, he's mad at her? What is that all about? Is Jasmine not giving up the goods in the bedroom because she's mad at Chris? I wonder. I would probably think Jasmine is the type of chick she's not going to cut off sex because she already knows that that's she's got to produce. But yeah, she's pissed. So Chris, you're basically donezo at this moment just because um, you have promised one too many things and you have not come through. And no woman likes to be promised um, things by her man or her boo thing or bae, and you don't come through. However, if you have studied um, the art of seduction or the 48 laws of power, you know that when somebody takes you to high highs and low lows and over promising and under delivering, especially in a relationship, yes, that can build resentment. But somebody who is low self-esteem is going to stick around because they want you so bad, they're so thirsty, they are hopeful that eventually you will come through on those promises. So they're going to stick with it because that's part of kind of like that, a little bit of that narcissism that gets thrown around a lot. Chris may have good intentions of some of his promises, but because he is of bum quality, he can't always come through because he don't have that guap. And Jasmine believes him because she's got more faith in him than he has in himself, but she needs to apply that faith to herself, right? That's the problem. That's the sickness here. But she was hopeful, and to get her off his back and for her to stop talking to him about a baby, he buys her a puppy. Okay. Um, she says she doesn't like surprises. What she doesn't like is you not coming through with your promises. That's what she doesn't like, Chris. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Any woman likes surprises. She's a Virgo too. She loves surprises, but she's let down. You have let her down so much. She doesn't like your surprises because your surprises means you get nothing. Okay. Um, she said she was looking for a dog because she heard that they can help you with your depression. Girl, bye. You got 4 kids. Did they mention that in the article? Girl, you got a house full of children you need to be paying attention to. You don't even have the luxury of time to take care of no baby dog. Do you hear me? Now, were Aiden and Ava wasn't interested. Aiden was a little handsy. But what I can say is this: the two young ladies, Kaylin and Amaya, it warmed my heart to see them with the dog. They are going to be the biggest allies for baby dog. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Um, Welcome everyone, members and mods. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Max Mahogany, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, Guys, that's going to be the best ally for this dog. Okay. That dog needs to get up close and personal. She should have buy a plastic runner and put the dog in the girls' room. Okay. And buy a placemat, put the water bowl over there in the girls' room, and only put food down at feeding time. I think it's a great way to train your dog, unless you want to do that food available all day. But considering the fact that you guys have roaches over there, Jasmine, and you live in hot Texas, yeah, I would not leave food out all day. That would just be me, right? Anna's a dog owner. um I wouldn't do it. You're going to attract roaches. And I don't know if you got rid of your roaches yet, but girl, don't bring them back because you will get clowned. Okay. We will be clowning you on these YouTube streets. Um, Love Noel, you said YouTube just swiped your comment. Where? I didn't even see it, girl. Okay. Um, Anna, question. Do people put their water and food in? Absolute. Look, if you put water and food in the crate, you don't put the sleep mat in there. If you want them to be crate trained during the day, you put the crate. Hey, Brian Gamble, how are you? You put the water and the food in there if you're going out to Walmart, and maybe something soft, maybe, or a wee wee pad, and let them lay on their hip. They'll be fine. You don't have to put the sleep pad in there. It's either going to be a bedroom or it's a chill out spot, right? To me, that's how I trained my dog. When mommy was crate trained for about the first year, mommy was in her crate when I was at work, period. So mommy's crate had her water, a little bit of food because she would eat before I left. She's been on 6 and 6 since I brought her home. Okay. Um, she would have water and maybe a little bit of food or some treats, something like that. And that was it. You think so, Brittany? It's possible, but girl, it's conversation. This is what we're gonna talk about. You know what I mean? Like, um, Jasmine may not listen, and that's okay. But there's someone else out here who's thinking about getting a dog, and they've just heard me say all this stuff, and they're like, you know what? I think I'm good. Or yeah, we're gonna wait a minute before we go ahead and go pick that dog up. One thing I would just say, you don't have to look if you want a designer dog, get a designer dog. But trust me, you can look up your local pound and there might be a designer dog there. And what is a designer dog that I'm saying? A dog that has papers, a pedigree dog. Some of the best dogs are mutts. Some of the best dogs were conceived behind your shed. Every dog does not need to have papers, okay? So I'm just not a designer dog kind of gal. I just like cute, nice, friendly, non-biters. Okay, that's what I like. Um, Anna, let me tell you something. Yeah, we went through that like in the first 30 minutes. Girl, I was like, Jasmine, you can't even handle your food bill. How are you going to handle those vet bills? Okay? It's going to be a mess, but we're going to be here to watch, because these people are not going to let her they will not give Jasmine any slack on baby dog, okay? I already know, okay? My dog knocks over water and food in the crate. Another mess. Yeah. It's best not to do it. If you're going to have your dog in a crate, buy a big enough crate and use it for chill time when you are going to be out of the house. That way, you know the dog is safe. The dog's not chewing on electrical cables or getting stuck somewhere. And then at night, um, you train the dog to sleep on their pad next to your bed or next to the girls, or the girls can put the pad in their bed and let the dog sleep with them. That's part of the fun. Having a dog kind of like be in the mist, but not part of the family, crated for long periods of time is not something, me personally, that I agree with. I don't like seeing that. But everybody has their own methods with their dogs, so I'm not going to impose too much of my opinion on that because people have to do what they feel comfortable with on how they can maintain their pets. But like I said, my dog was crated while I was at work while she was a puppy. Once I knew that she could hold herself, she wasn't going to chew on electrical cables and things like that. Um, and after she had like a major blowout that took me 3 hours to clean up, I came home from work one day. I was like, that's it. And I tossed the crate, and mommy has never been in a crate since. Um, so, uh, girl, good luck with that. And I love my dog. I love her dearly, but it's expensive and it's such a commitment. And Jasmine is such a unenthusiastic mom that I'm just kind of like, girl, why would you want something to? But she said she heard that it helps with depression. Okay. Okay. The people out here that are not dog lovers, when they see you paying more attention to the dog than they see you paying attention to your twins, girl, you already know you're gonna be in trouble. Hi, I am myself. Hey, all listening and doing homework. He's going to use the dog against them when he gets mad, especially if he starts getting too much attention. I could definitely see the babies having a problem because they don't understand. Because Ava, you could see Ava was like, I'm keeping my distance. I'm not gonna say she was scared of the dog, but you could tell that she was kind of like, okay. It was interesting. Like she was kind of like, I'm not interested. Um, yes, you know what I'm saying? Like crates are good if you're going to use it as a training tool. If you're going to use it as a boundary device, I don't know. That's I don't agree with that. But that's y'all. We're gonna just see how this plays out. Um, but yeah, mommy slept with me. She slept with me or she slept on the floor right next to my bed, but eventually she got in my bed and, eventually we did have to put her out. When my husband moved in, mommy had to take her place. She took a place down on the end of the bed and slowly, slowly, slowly as she got older and you know, dogs do tinkle. Okay, guys. Once she had a tinkle session on our bed, that was pretty much it. After that, mommy had to start sleeping in her bed. So, um, but she was, gosh, mommy was probably I don't even know 6, 7 years old by the time that happened. She hasn't slept in our bed in many, many years, but yeah. But whatever. Anyway, the thing most problematic to me was when, girl, the groomer, Anna, I'm telling you, the groomer, I'm telling you guys, Jasmine doesn't know what she bit off. Okay. But yeah, we mentioned the groomer, we mentioned the vet, we mentioned the food. We mentioned the training. We mentioned the love. Guys, did I not tell you yesterday that when we went on vacation, the last time we were in Florida, we were there almost 10 days. We were there, I think, like 10 days, nine nights, whatever. In Orlando, I think our vet bill was right under $600. So now I know she's got Mom Duke, so she probably would never kennel her dog. Um, but in the event you guys all get a windfall of cash and you guys do a big family vacation, girl, well maybe, and that's a small dog, so the dog could go with. So, um, girl, Ebony Kemp, you're saying who was in your city? You're in Charlotte or you're in city with someone else? Poor mommy, what? Oh, when she got kicked out the bed, Gwen? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about. Love Noel. When you have to do the most to get content for YouTube, Jazz will never get it. Girl, the dog. Yes. That's a content source is dogs and boyfriends. Um Orlando. Oh, you're in Orlando. We love going to Orlando. It's so much fun. We always stay over there at that Marriott on I Drive, right across from the big JW. Well, I guess the JW Marriott's behind it. Um, but yeah, I guess going out towards the airport. But yeah, that's where we always stay. I forget which property it is, but it's the JW Marriott is behind us. So you can see where we're staying, it's very close to Disney. So you can see by the Ritz Carlton, yes. And down the street from Benihana, yes. You guys know exactly where we stay. You can see the fireworks at Disney. And I love staying there. So yeah, we've stayed there. Like that's where we go. Like when we go to Orlando, that's the hotel where we stay. Love it. Um, anyway, guys, Jasmine did not know how to say private business. She said it's a self-owned business. Have you ever heard of such terminology? She said, yeah, the kennel, she didn't even call it a kennel. She said, I think because I could tell from the place, like in their yard, it seems to be like a self-owned business. And then she proceeds to show their house. Were any of you guys like, Jasmine, why did you just show these people's house? Because YouTube Streets is going to be trying to search to find this kennel, right? I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not going to be surprised. Like, I'm like, girl, she's so slow, Erica says. Girl, yes. I was like, Jasmine, come on, have you not learned anything yet? Somebody is going to be pissed that you bought a dog. Someone is going to want to make sure who paid for the dog. Was it a cash transfer? Did they come through with cash, or was it your debit card that was presented? Who is listed as the owner on those documents? Do you know that she has a shit show on YouTube called MyJazzyLife? Girl, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. She said she was gonna melt if Chris came out with a dog. I was like, oh, okay. Said she was gonna melt. Um, the last thing was that Belle when she opened up that goodie bag of stuff, and girl, you couldn't tell the dog toothbrush. It looks just like a toothbrush that you stick your finger in, covering the house number with her finger. Yeah, but we could see the whole house. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, Jasmine, come on. Why are you out here on YouTube with 40,000 plus, almost 50,000 subscribers with a very problematic channel, and you are over here showing people's homes? Okay? You think those people are going to be happy if they look you up and they see that video and see how you showed everybody their house? You think they're going to be happy about that? Girl, bye. She was in PetSmart. Um, y'all, it's just a mess. Let me check and see what we're doing over here on likes. Guys, we have 160 and we have 72 likes. So anyone here who has not hit the like button, can you please? I think they just immediately went up. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Okay. So those were all my notes, guys. Guys, I just want to welcome again our 3 new members for coming through tonight. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. It's been so much fun. I'm not ready to close out yet, but I just wanted to. I would be remiss if I did not thank you guys again for coming through and making it official with us. Why would she get a dog and she doesn't even take care of her own kids? The streets are talking. Love Noel. Oh my God, the street, it's going so fast. I was saying Hips got a dog and don't even, and no, he didn't pay for it. Is that the one? Okay, I'm saying Hips must have took the neighbor's dog because we know he didn't pay for it. No, they went actually out to some breeder's house and picked up a dog, like from the farm. And a lot of those places are puppy mills, guys. I mean, I'm certainly not calling this woman's business a puppy mill, but I don't know. That's just not my jam. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Um, Hi, Fran. Was waiting for you to go live about this. Absolutely, Journal Girl, because you know we are dog people over here. We love dogs. But you know, right now dealing with a geriatric dog, I would love to get 2 dogs right now, right? On top of mommy. But mommy is at a point in her life, I'm just not certain about doing that to her. I think she could be a great mommy to like a little set of twin puppies. Um, but I'm not sure and I don't want to disrupt her too much. And she's also geriatric. Mommy can't hear very well. And she's, you know, she's going through the changes of life. And I want her to be super comfortable. So we're going to be thoughtful if we did do that. But I'm almost feeling like we're going to let mommy, put some respect on mommy's name and let her ride this thing out like she's been riding it out. And once there's a change, then we'll consider what we're going to do to move forward. But I would really love to have some more dogs right now. But I'm, you know, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those, you know, we love dogs. We love them, love them, love them. And Farah loves them too. Farah wants a dog really bad, but I don't know if it's the best thing for her at this moment. Um, but yeah, dogs are on top of just the money. Um, if Jasmine wants to create content around this dog and the dog can pay his own way, they put a YouTube channel up for maybe it's all the master plan of getting Kaylin and Amaya on a kids channel with the dog. But I would venture to guess that Jasmine would do a twin channel before she does her two big girls. Ask me why if you want to know why I think. But I could totally see her doing the twins first, um, and try and make some content. And if the dog can pay his way, then hey, why not? That's what I would do, Jasmine. If since sometimes cash is an issue, that could be a strategy to pay for the dog because they're expensive. Um, V Love BBW, great question. Guys, let's crowdsource that answer. V Love BBW wants to know what's going to happen next month when for rent or next month for food. Why do I think? Because my opinion, I'm not going to, what I mean, my opinion, Jasmine just has a favoritism towards her twins. Not saying she loves any over and above any others. I'm not saying it like that, so don't get it twisted. But they spend a lot of time with her. The other kids are in school. I think she may think that twins are just more of a curiosity on YouTube because she is always filming with her twins, period. Who did she introduce the dogs to first? She didn't feel like it was important for the whole family to meet the dog at the same time. And I guess in doing it onesie twosie probably was not a bad idea either, just so the dog didn't have to be overwhelmed with lots of kids at one time. But historically, just look at her channel. I mean, she always does stuff with the twins before she'll do with her big girls, and if she does with them at all. Okay, so I don't know. You guys fill in the blanks on the why of that why, but I just see that she has she leans towards the twins, right? Well, Journal Girl, all kids. You know that there was a whole TV show. Kids say the darndest things. Kids are innocent, and they're going to speak what's on their mind. You know what I mean? If there's embarrassing shit going on in your house, well, c'est la vie, right? That's life. Um, Train your kids on how to control their tongues. You know what I mean? Like if you don't, if you know, period. I turn this camera on. I need for you to this is what we're getting ready to talk about. Prep them. This is what this scene is all about, guys. We're going to be talking about, so you freestyle around this or that. If you're going to say something else, I'm going to need for you to go over and see Chris. Chris is on deck for any questions outside. Like, like on a night like this, I've got my door closed and Farrah's asleep. But if she had any questions at this moment, there's a whole other parent in the house, which I know Chris is not a parent, but he's another adult on deck. He's Zaddy. And I'm gonna need for you, like, if you know what I'm saying, like, go see that other adult that's in the house that doesn't pay for shit around here. Okay. But yeah, that's why I think Melanin Poppin, how are you? Thank you for joining Bougie Chat Gang and making it official tonight. Thank you very much. Yes. Let me ask you guys, do any of you guys have premium? Like, are you guys like, I don't see commercials when I watch YouTube. Does anyone have one for yes, two for no premium? Melanin Poppin, welcome. Everybody welcome Melanin Poppin. Um, I don't give a fuck. Where are you? IDGAF. Um, IDGAF came out contributing immediately. Yes, we have 4 new members tonight. We had J Day. Thank you so much. Jessica. We have IDGAF. We got Melanin Poppin. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for coming through and joining the chat tonight. We definitely try to do this at least once a week, and then at least once or twice a month I do like a members only, like, private live, and then periodically I'm going to post stuff that's just for you guys. A lot of times, because I am reacting and stuff is just kind of the moment, sometimes what you're going to get an exclusive view on is going to be, it really just depends. Like last week I did the exclusive portion of my room tour, which you guys have asked me about. So that's posted on here for members only, and on my other channel as members only. Um, and the makeup portion is over on that channel, that whole tour thing. And any of you guys who don't know, I do have a vlog channel, Francoise Vlogs. So if you are here and you do not know, go check me out over on my other channel. I would love to see you over there. And I'm probably going to go live there tomorrow morning. That's why I did this today, because we're doing a giveaway tomorrow. We're going to be giving something away from Astrology Glam. It is a manifest kit that Kels has hand curated herself. And when I saw it, I just thought that that was like such a cool idea, and I really want to support her business. So the winner of the giveaway will win that from Kel's site, and whoever wins, I'll just need for you to give me your information and we will have it sent to you. So that's going to be like a all hands on deck live tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure we did a members only live this evening. Guys, anything else? I know we want to talk about Liv. I have not finished watching Liv's episode yet, so I'm not really ready to talk about it. But you know, I'm never really at a loss for words on Olivia. But you know, Jasmine was coming doing the most, and I needed to talk about that. Do you guys want to talk real quick about what I posted on Strong Mommy Chrissy? This fascination of hers that she has with trying to bump up talk about her getting married, and she's already married. Some people, there was a couple people, Fonda, I saw your comment earlier. If you're listening, I love Fonda's comments. She said, I just don't think Chrissy's married. I feel like there was a posting once upon a time on LSA stating that I felt like they posted her marriage, her deed of marriage. I I didn't have time to go look, and I'm certainly not going to search that information out, but I felt like that has already been verified, because obviously that's public record, if someone gets married. So to me, there's no question that she's married. Steffi also verified they were married. DeMarcus stated that they got married down at City Hall. I don't really think that that's something that everybody would lie about. I think if DeMarcus was not married, why would he continue the lie over there with Stephanie? Um, you know, period on that. So I don't know. I just am like, why would you want to say that you eloped down in Galveston when everybody knows you're married? Like, come on, that's so whack. And you're 30. It's not like you're 22. You are a 30-year-old woman with 9 kids. Girl, you are really looking thirsty out here by saying that. Because if you did elope, girl, you're a whole, what do they call that? What do they call someone who gets married when you're married to someone else and it's like so illegal? There's like a legal term for it. Not polygamy, but I'm talking about when you are basically have legally gotten yourself married to 2 people. Like, you can go to jail for that, can't you? I mean, I don't know if they send people to jail for that anymore, but my God, not a bigot. A bigamist, yes. Yes. Bigamy, yes. Okay. Polygamist, all of those things. All of the things, okay? But girl, why? Why? If anybody comes and says to me that I am wrong for anything that I say on any of these of having my opinion on these women who do the absolute most to like run for most basic chick ever, I'm going to just be like, if you don't jump the fuck out of my comments immediately, I'm going to be pissed because honestly, these girls are like, it's ridiculous. You know, did you guys catch, um, and I didn't highlight this in the video, but I was thinking about it when she, was in her office with Rob, and he was like, and she was like, and you moved my computer on my desk and my this and my that. Let me tell you something. If my husband decided to come in here and sit right next to me right now and start playing a video game or something, it would just have to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm not live, but you know what I mean? Like, we share space. This is our house. And if you are still making distinctions about what's mine is mine and mine and yours and this, that, and the third, girl, you, maybe y'all don't live together, but I don't know. I think those are just ways that you talk to a guy that you don't have respect for and that you are clearly not sharing with, and you feel like it's important to make the distinctions about what is yours. Um, I just found that to be weird. I was thinking to myself, girl, you're not ready to live with anybody. You're still focused on what's you I mean, clearly the office is yours. He helped you set it up. But if the man is trying to get schoolwork done whilst, okay, and I said whilst, I'm not British, but shout out to Trini, sexy girl, whilst, so I said it like the British people. Um, and all of our UK viewers right now, whilst he's in there studying and he goes in there and he takes care of your kids and cooks for your family, you are going to on film and not edit out you trying to score on him and talking about everything that is yours in that household after you put your whole big booty on him. Are you kidding me? Like, I just felt like, girl, why would you talk to him? Like, why would you make him feel like that's just a way of, yeah, you got this whole big ass, but yeah, this house, what's going on up in this house, this is all mine. And I just felt like, girl, you might want to stop that, because if that's how you operate with these men, no wonder DeMarcus packed his bag and took off. Because when he realized that he just did not love you, and it was looking suspect on whether he was complete daddy to to who he was claiming up in there, and he decided to go ahead and take off after he helped you dismantle that pool, because also coupled with the fact that you kept telling him to just go ahead and leave, girl, you are not going to be able to keep a man like that. And that's not going to be anybody's fault on the YouTube streets. It's because you got to operate as a ball buster and you find your worth from diminishing other people's. I thought we were working on that, Chrissy. You cannot have a functional relationship with a actual legit man by feeling like you have got to legitimize who you are and your claim over everything in your household. At the end of the day, you uplift him and he uplifts you, and there's no one who's shining over other. It's the couple together, not what you're doing apart when you come together as a couple. And the fact that she's still on that kind of basic chick stuff, I was just like, girl, you don't even own the house. Why are you talking so much mess? The man came up in there and helped you set the room up. Can he sit in there for a minute um and get some peace and quiet after he probably helped you all day take care of your kids? I mean, come on. The hell? That's childish, and your place technically is yours, but why say it? Exactly. I mean, we know that you leased the place. We know that he's coming in as moving in. But if you want to make a man not feel welcome, start talking about everything that's yours and not his. Keep doing that and watch him be like, you know what? I think I'm good on this move. I'm good. I mean, I don't believe for a minute that he's got a one-bedroom apartment. Because why are you studying? Why would you come to the girlfriend's house to study? You come to the girlfriend's house to play. If you got damn 10 kids combined, or at least 9 kids at the house right now, because Cash is there. and it's spring break, unless you got a test or something, I would just imagine he would go study when he goes home. But considering you don't have a home other than the home that you're in, which is Chrissy's house, um, that doesn't make sense. Cannot have a Jezebel spirit in a successful marriage. You just can't. You can't. I just feel like Chrissy is still not there yet. She wants it, but she's not ready. Franisms. She needs to write a YouTube Franism dictionary. What did I say? What was a Franism? This week when Fran and Mom Dukes are closer to Fran said Mom Dukes is closer to retirement than spring break. I almost choked. Well, she is, and that is true. I mean, let's be real. Mom Dukes is of a certain age, and Jasmine needs to keep her mom's name out of her mouth to where it's going to cause Mom Duke's trouble, and people are going to be calling her good state job again. Because that was no bueno. Okay, that was certainly not good for Mom Dukes when people were calling her job, right? Um, but yeah, I just found that to be kind of like, I think some people don't realize when they do stuff like that. Olivia is very good at doing that. She likes to make it known, because some of these ladies have had it rough, and instead of being proud of your accomplishments, it's almost to diminish somebody else. So where instead of saying, guys, I used to really not even make any money, and I used to be completely dependent on my boyfriend after I had the kids, and da 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 da. Thank you, Melanin Poppin. I appreciate that. Um, instead of really saying, I'm so proud of myself because I've come a long way. I was working at Subway, or I was doing this, or I was doing that. And now I'm able to make thousands of dollars by picking up a camera and talking to you guys. Instead, it's, well, my baby daddy, he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. And da, 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 da. It's like, come on, that's just the way to find yourself single, guys. Okay. It is. If you got a problem with the amount that your man contributes in a household, take that up with him off camera. Okay. Um, don't do that. You know what I mean? Men may not act like it, but our men are very sensitive. Even when you've got the most rugged and self-assured guy, nobody wants to be clowned. That's why it does bother Chris so much about YouTube, because he gets clowned and the most. Um, and Brandon and these guys, they are gluttons for punishment as well. I mean, they keep coming back for more. Some of these guys don't even want to be bothered. It seems like Rod is pretty self-assured. He seems like he doesn't care, but the minute that he starts to care, it's going to start to be a problem. And I think if he feels like Chrissy is kind of trying to score on him, that's going to be when the problem really sets in. And I would really, guys, like, pay attention to that, because I think that's something out here that we see a lot, and I think we're so used to it. Remember, we've normalized a lot of poor behavior, and rather, because sometimes people feel like if they big up themselves, you're being boastful, you're bragging. Sometimes it's okay to brag, because if you started from the bottom and now you're here, or you have a success story, it is okay to talk about it. And anybody that tells you that you are wrong for talking about something good that you have done, or being proud that you have been able to make your own money as a woman, and that you are not dependent, but you are now contributing to your household, or whatever it might be, that's not boastful. That's not bragging. That is encouragement for someone out here who may want that same type of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? And people out here who are going to make you feel like you need to dim your light and not be proud of your accomplishments. Yeah, that's a low-key hater. And that's not people that you want to be around, because when you are doing well and you have friends that are like, girl, you did that, that's what you need. And a husband or a boyfriend who's also like, girl, you doing that, I'm so proud of you, girl, keep doing it, let's double that, how can I help you? Things like that, rather than, yeah, you might not want to talk about that because people can't handle that. Yeah, if you are ascending to a new level and people can't get with the fact that you are in increase, that you are not at 2,000 subs anymore, and that you are at 130,000. And not that that means that you're making $1 million, but you have gotten to a point where you can manage your bills based on your sponsorships and things like that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with talking about that if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but you also don't have to dim your accomplishment just to make other people feel comfortable. And people are going to say, well, you're bragging, you're this and you're that, whether you got a promotion at your job, or you just got a degree, or you haven't been working and now you put your kids in daycare because you want a little bit more space to get some other things done. People may not understand your path, um, but yeah, I just don't believe that it's the right thing to do to kind of stay in the shadows just because you don't want other people to be uncomfortable with what you're doing. Really quick, I'm going to say this. I know some of you guys, I don't know if you who watched Be Love the other day. She went live yesterday, right? And some people were like, "Oh, can we collab? Can we do this? Can we do that?" Be Love is on her way, I believe, to, is it 2 million or 3 million subscribers? Maybe she's on her way to 3, or she's definitely on her way to 2. Maybe she's on her way to 3. I was watching Raven Elise today. Raven is at 1.7 million. She gained another 700,000 like in the last 2 years. And there is nothing wrong. So B Love said there's nothing wrong with big upping that, and there's nothing wrong with also acknowledging that things are different. Okay. Well, Bren, you might not care, and that's okay, but there's people that do, because it's a major accomplishment. This stuff is not easy. And the thing is that B Love, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because B Love said, she said, I have to do things a little bit different. Okay. She said, the way I used to do things, I'd have people come to the house and things like that. I just need to move differently because now it can be dangerous. Okay. And I really respect that, because in the past 2 weeks, Bren, that's okay. I mean, if it doesn't, see, at the end of the day, if you're here to consume content, it may not matter what size the channel is. And I appreciate that, because that means you're not a channel snob. Okay. That means that you will go to a channel. Maybe it doesn't matter how many subscribers they have. It doesn't matter how many subscribers someone has. What I'm identifying is the hard work and the hustle. Okay, so I'm just coming from a different standpoint in terms of the point that I'm making right now. But yeah, I respect your opinion. I hope you respect mine. But she basically was talking about that it can be dangerous, and it can, because at the end of the day, you have people like Jasmine doing things like, she's on her platform and she is showing people's homes, and she's giving out a lot of information that can make people go find their house. Like, it's just weird to me. And, seeing people who, when you have been watching them for a long time and you see their progression and you see how well they're doing, but they still remain humble, but also acknowledging the growth and just the changes that they've had to make, and just the changes in their life from their growth. I enjoy those stories. I enjoy that type of content as a creator. Maybe to people who are coming through and you're just interested in the mukbangs, you're just interested in the gossip, or you're just interested in whatever it is, the core content that that person puts out. Hey, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I'm certainly not um and that's it. So Brent, I get what you're saying, that that's not really as much of a concern to you in your consumption of YouTube. But it's for me, as someone who creates content, that's just something that I notice. But it is interesting that some people don't really recognize that at certain points, and as we grow in life, period, you have to make some changes. And after what happened to Chrissy last year with Bam and Plenty of Fish, which happened like right around this time last year, where she was occupied with this whole Bam thing, probably for about 2, 3 months, right, guys? And next thing you know, um, she's with Rod. So look, if she's happy, good. But me personally, I just see that I don't, after she said that she needed to make some changes in her life, I don't know that those changes were solidified, um, or those changes have been solidified. Um, and another weird thing too, guys. I don't know how many of you have gone to Miss Official A's and watched Chrissy's birthday party that she had, and she was live on Instagram. Miss Official A has it posted. I've posted it on my community board a couple times. That night, she Rod was with her, and they were getting drunk off some cocktails. Okay, and it's interesting how, and I don't look, if Rod doesn't drink now and did drink around her birthday, so be it. But it's just interesting. I'm telling you, any of you guys who are into watching Strong Mommy Chrissy's channel and you have not watched that video, you get to see Crystal, who was her very, quick um, assistant who came and went. She's the one who does the flower petals on Insta, and she's no longer working for Chrissy anymore. But you hear Chrissy saying things like, yeah, he'll be drunk by the time we get home. So clearly he was drinking that night. Also, it was funny that she was really concerned about having cash for a tip. And it just led me to believe that she was paying, I don't know, that she was paying for the entire party, because Crystal had said something like, oh, yeah, I just bought enough cash for myself. You guys need to listen to it. I found it quite entertaining and quite informative, just from the standpoint of, I felt like Chrissy paid for dinner that night with Rod, which would, like, okay. And it was your birthday. Um, I felt she was low key asking Crystal either to borrow money or what. I don't know. You guys listen to it and tell me what you think. Um, it was interesting. So I'll repost it again. I'll go to Miss Official A. As long as she's still got to post it, I'll share it on my community board. It's like a 20-minute video, but it was like, ooh, I didn't know this was here. But I've watched it several times and I've posted it on here several times. So any of you who've not seen it, I would definitely highly recommend it if you wanted to, like, flashback of the week. I will go find it on her page and share it with you guys. And shouts out to Miss Official A, if you're listening this evening. Um, let's see. Anyone have any questions or anything like that? Anyone want to talk about anything else? I will, guys. I'm sure at this point in their relationship, that's probably something that Chrissy's would probably love to not have be out here. But girl, that was where he was talking about the radio station where we first kind of like, oh, that's a South Florida radio station. And when she says no face, no case. Um, yeah, it was a lot. Me and Four, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyone want to talk about? So we'll talk about some more stuff tomorrow. We can go more in depth. Um, I will go find Miss Official A's now. But guys, look, we love to have conversation here. Debate is always good. It's good to hear other perspectives. So it's all good over here. Um, without hearing Be Love, ask her brother of getting. Oh my God! Did you watch the Gwen, you watched the interview, right? With Be Love and her brother. So funny. Let me tell you who is like one of my new faves. Just to really watch. I don't see myself like reacting on any of those channels. Is Sin City. I love that lady. She is so funny. I Sin City is she's funny. I like her. She's so spunky. So if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Be Love, who does the mukbangs, her brother, Walt, has a channel, and his girlfriend's name is Sin City, and they are funny. I love them. Um, Gwen, there is a female blogger that was being followed by a strange man. She was so into vlogging she didn't realize until she edited. Okay, that's creepy. Yeah. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. You got to be really aware of what's going on out here. Um, yeah. So anyway, that's Max Mahogany. It's creepy, but it needed to be said. So have that awareness, guys. If you are out here and you are doing the most, you got your camera in your face, you're not paying attention to what's going on. Um, I don't even tell people. You know what I'm saying? Like I go into Sam's. I'm sure maybe some of the employees have seen me because there's some places that I go and I vlog, right? Um, I just I keep it low key. I'm walking through parking lots. Sometimes I have my phone positioned a certain way, so I'm oftentimes you guys are seeing up under my chin, and I could be looking at the camera, but yeah, I got to see where I'm going. If I got my kid with me, stuff like that. Sometimes you just see me getting back into the car because um sometimes it's not safe, and you do need to be aware of your surroundings. If you are not paying attention to what's going on, I guarantee you somebody else is, and it may not go in your favor. You can get hit by cars. You can have people watching and following you and all kinds of things like that. Certainly, yeah, I'm super aware of my surroundings. I do not really mess around. Oftentimes you guys see me going into places, like I will be turning on the camera when I am getting inside, or I have my camera such a way that, yeah, I'm not even really talking to you guys. You know what I mean? Like the camera's facing where I'm going, so I'm holding it in a way that I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary of what I would normally be doing anyway, right? Um, but yeah, guys, I didn't want to keep you guys too long, but this was fun. I know I kind of went through this list, but I thought we would kind of like deep dive in and talk about it. But I'll go live tomorrow in the morning. I'm going to be on Francoise Vlogs. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet. Maybe something along I'm not sure yet, but if anybody has anything they would like to talk about, you're welcome to send it to me. If we talk about it this week, great. If we don't, we'll do it another time. Um, and of course, yes, yeah. Let me tell you, someone the other day when I said, hey, Chrissy may have a job, because Jasmine said, hey, call me when you get off. I have not had a chance to go back and look at that chat yet to see whatever else Jasmine said in that chat. But someone said in the comments and someone said in the chat, maybe they meant when she gets offline. And I was like, you know what? Okay, great point. Guys, let me tell you, I'm here talking this out just like you guys are. I'm just the one with the mic, and you guys are typing in the comments. So never feel like your commentary in the chat is less than mine. We are all here doing this thing together, okay? Having a good time and just enjoying what we like to enjoy, right? So how do you think you could handle Journal Girl, you're asking me because the chat on StreamYard is stalled. So I wasn't seeing all this. You're asking me how I would handle that many subbies? Are you talking about like be love type subbies? Um, well, look, if I woke up tomorrow and had 2 million, I would be like, oh my God. Um, if it was a slow grind, which slow grind is relative because everybody's YouTube walk is different. However it happened, um, if it's, I mean, I'm gonna handle it like a champ. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's going to bring me to it, he will bring me through it, right? So at the end of the day, all of this prepares you for the next level. You know what I'm saying? So 2 million is a lot. And there's just stuff that you're going to just have to give up. There's going to be probably not as much personal interaction. Even now, there's some stuff that I want to do. I just can't always do because I'm trying to get content out on 2 channels. And I wanted an increase on my other channel. And now I am getting an increase on my other channel. I got to put this content out. You know what I'm saying? So at least 3 times a week, I'm going live once and I'm putting up at least 2 videos, right? Over here, I pretty much almost put up a video every single day. Um, and I always feel compelled to say and twice on Sundays, but no. Um, Almost a actual, kind of a content type video um, every day. And then I go live a few times a week, at least 3 times, sometimes 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's busy. So sometimes I can't do the things I did, um, 6 months or a year ago. You know what I mean? Okay, Bren, we'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good night. Notice that friends, smart, move, clever people are. Yeah, you got to pay attention because, look, criminals are who are out here, people who are in the business of crime is typically they're looking for an opportunity, right? The opportunity is some vulnerability. Yeah, don't be vulnerable out here. Um, a friend of mine, her boyfriend's really funny, and he said this. Her son was walking to school. He's always been a car rider, right? And for the first time, he was like maybe a senior or something. Um, and he was no longer going to be a car rider. He was going to walk to school. They had just bought a house in a different area, and her husband, well, it wasn't her boyfriend. Okay, it was her husband at the time. Says she goes, okay, because he followed him. So her son was walking to school and he was back in the cut, following him because, she didn't want to be a helicopter mom. So she let her husband do it. Right. Anyway, she says, how did he do? Do I need to be worried? She goes, how did he do? And he said he looked like a victim. Okay. Which I thought was funny, but I guess they wanted him to be a little more vigilant in his walk to school. Like, don't be out here in the clouds. Don't be looking at your phone and texting. Look straight forward. If you want to listen to music, cool, but don't play a game, don't text. One other thing, my younger sister lived in Brooklyn and no longer, but she lived in Brooklyn once upon a time. She was actually pregnant at the time. She was texting. She was coming from the subway. Her husband was already home, and she lived off of Clarendon. So anyone who's Brooklyn, you know where I'm talking about, off of Flatbush, near 23rd and Clarendon, right? Um, Not a bad neighborhood, not the best neighborhood in Brooklyn, but not a bad neighborhood at all. Beautiful brownstones and limestones and things. So she's walking from the subway and she was all in her phone, paying attention to her phone, not even paying attention to where she was going, pregnant, and it was dark. Out of the darkness, all of a sudden, her phone is, and I'm going to use the word extricated from her hand. Like literally, someone was like, bloop. And by the time she could turn around, the person was in the wind running. And I was like, that person could have cut your throat. You weren't even paying attention. And once upon a time, people used to do stuff like that. They would knife people, or try and steal your wedding ring, or your necklace or something like that. Luckily, this person just wanted a phone. Maybe they were a crackhead. I don't know. Um, but opportunity, right? Don't let that be you, guys. We always hear about people stealing cell phones and things of that nature. Don't be out here looking like a victim, right? Head on swivel. Oh my God, I have a story about seeing my high school son in the back seat of an Uber. Gone. Yeah, gone. Yeah, her phone was just, yeah, gone. But yeah, she went home. Luckily, find my iPhone. She shut her phone down, erased it, all of that. Luckily, but yeah, I mean, the thing for me that scared me was that she was pregnant. Um, like anything could have happened to her. Like I was like, please don't ever do that again. Please, like, please don't do that. Like it was awful. It's just a phone, yes, but the way they took it, it was like how you were so into your phone, you did not even feel, you had deadened your senses because you were so laser focused on that damn phone that you didn't even notice your internal sensors even giving you an indication that somebody was even walking next to you, right? To the point where they could reach over and take your phone like a crane and run off like a thief in the night. That person could have scooped her into a back alley. It's um, one of the times that women are most vulnerable is when you are pregnant, guys. That's times that we have to protect ourselves the most. Um, for obvious reasons, we're not going to talk about that, but it's a very vulnerable time for women. And yeah, that scared me. That scared the bejesus out of me because um, you know, it just did. Anyway, guys, I see the chat has slowed down. It's bedtime. Clearly, it's 11 o'clock. So, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. This was really fun. The new members, you guys are awesome. Um, I'm just going to thank one more again. Let me pull up my list because now I found in this board how to find what happened in the chat. Melanin Poppin, thank you so much for coming aboard. We're going to go in reverse. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for joining. Max Mahogany. Um, I know you were already a member, but I think you were relatively a new member. So I just want to shout out all the members who have come through in like the last couple of weeks. I know I haven't put a video out there welcoming or thanking you guys, which now I've mentioned it. I need to do it. But guys, thank you so much for making it official. You guys are awesome. And I cannot seem to pull up this list. So let me see where my new members are. My activity list. Where did you go? IDGAF. We have Melanin Poppin. Let's see. Let's scroll back. Let's see. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't pull it back up. I don't know why it's not working for me, but all of my new members, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Um, words can't even express how I feel about that. But thank you all as well for coming through and wishing me happy anniversary. And, really just, we have such a great community here and I love talking to you guys. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'm going to shut this down. Let me just look one more time in the chat, see if anyone has anything to say to me other than good nights, good nights, good night. Okay, guys. Thank you for coming to chill with me tonight. It was so much fun, and we'll cover everything else tomorrow. We'll definitely cover Liv, and if I missed anything on Jasmine, I will have the phone lines open. Let's do that, because that is always fun, and we'll talk whatever else. Derek Jackson, Saweetie and Quavo. Just any of the stuff that's happened. I mean, did you catch J-Lo and A-Rod? I mean, was that not weird? Them doing TikTok and him putting on her dress, like that was just, that's interesting, right? Guys, so much to talk about, and we will talk about all of it tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night, guys.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit, but I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.